My name is Lars Schlichting. I go as DJ Lars. I'm here at Remix Hotel in Miami at Winter Music Conference, and I work at the Pioneer booth. I'm demonstrating the SVM 1000 and DVJ 1000 there. And I was also at Winter Music Conference yesterday. I was a judge at the VJ competition and did like a little half-hour audiovisual set to kick the competition off. I've been a consultant to Pioneer for the past 12 years. I'm also a national trainer and demonstrator for them. So a few years ago when Pioneer came out with the DVJ X1, I was doing dealer trainings and demonstrating it at all the trade shows and stuff, and I always got the same reaction. People were like, yeah, it's a great product, but where do I get my visual content? So at that point I set out to fill that void in the market and provide people with visual content. So that's what led me to start DVJ Vision. There are very few clubs these days that don't have any kind of projector or plasma or LCD screen or anything like that. And most clubs, I find, are still struggling to fill it with good content. You know, so I think it's just a matter of delivering good content and making it easy for DJs to integrate that content with their audio. And a few years from now, I really see that everyone will be doing video at some level. So the very first product we came out with was simply called Club Visuals 1, and we came out with it 3 years ago here at Winter Music Conference. And since then we've come out with a new Club Visuals DVD every year. The concept behind the DVD is pretty straightforward. All the clips are 7 minutes long. They all sync to 128 BPM, which makes integration with your audio really, really easy, because at 128 BPM, 16 bars is half a minute, 32 bars is exactly 1 minute. So that makes it very easy for DJs to integrate the content. Makes it also very easy for my VJs to create content, because I can basically tell them, hey, this is beat sync stuff, so I need some kind of major edit every 15 seconds, every 30 seconds. And you know, you don't have to sit there and count beats. You can just do it at 15 seconds or at 30 seconds or at 1 minute, and then it'll pretty much sync up with any kind of electronic music. The first VJs I worked with were United Vision. They were residents at Crowbar that year, and they won the award for Best VJ of the Year at the Club World Awards. And then 2 years ago I saw Tiesto perform at Ultrafest here in Miami and was blown away by the visuals, and tracked down the VJ. His name is Chris Andrews, and I've been working a lot with him. So he did 2 clips for Club Visuals 2, he did 1 clip for Club Visuals 3, and we're currently working on a full-length DVD that's scheduled to come out in May. But on the newest Club Visuals, there are clips from VJ Bopa and Movement, both VJs from the Nyko Collective in London, and all sorts of other artists. It's really been fun to work with all these VJs and make their content more widely available. The way I create most of my visual content is, my setup at home is 4 DVJs and an SVM 1000, and I basically VJ live to my audio content, which usually comes from a CD, and then record that on a DVD recorder. So I'll have a CD in one of my DVJs, and then either 2 or 3 DVDs in my other DVJs, and I have all that going through either an SVM 1000 or an Adderall V4, and then, you know, I practice for maybe 30 minutes or an hour, and then once I feel I have it down, I have all my hot cues set up and so forth, then I VJ live to my audio, and you know, maybe it take 3-4 takes or whatever, and it all goes onto my DVD recorder, and then I just burn it on DVD, and so that's how I create my content. I started DJing on like an amateur level in the late 80s, doing like high school parties, and I was playing in a band at a time, and I would DJ for like a half hour before my band went on. And then I moved to Italy in '92 and was promoting clubs there, and started DJing there. I was promoting a club called Peter Pan in Riccione, and you know, living in Italy like really turned me on to like New York soulful house music. So, you know, Masters at Work and Todd Terry and Roger Sanchez and like those type of artists were really my idols back then. So after Italy, I lived in Berlin for a few years, and then moved to London for 6 months, and did all sorts of gigs around London. Was a resident DJ at Leisure Lounge and played at Ministry and clubs like that. And then in late '95, I moved to New York. It had always been a dream of mine, basically ever since I lived in Italy, to live in New York, because all the DJs that I was idolizing back then and whose records I was playing were all based in like the New York, New Jersey area. So that felt like the logical next step in my career. So yeah, so I moved to New York, and you know, at that point became a full-time DJ, and been gigging all over the world ever since. The next DVD I'm very excited about. It's going to be a full-length DVD with actual original audio content, not just a click track, and it's all going to feature girls of some sort, but in a very cool and cool way, with like lots of effects on it. So that's going to be there's going to be some really great clips on there. And then I also distribute DVDs, so like all the visual DVDs from Mixmash, for example, I distribute in the United States. So all that content I make available in the NTSC format to my customers here in the United States.